Today we're checking out the Raxiom Axial Series multicolor underbody rock light kit with the Bluetooth remote fitting all year and model Ford Broncos. Now, if making your Bronco stand out is high on your priority list and you love the look of custom lighting, this kit is going to be a great choice for you, especially if you're looking for an affordable option. These lights will have multiple colors and modes that you will be able to easily change on the fly, turning heads at your local car show, event, or even just day-to-day, making a statement for your Bronco. This kit features 4 high-powered RGB LEDs that you're able to mount wherever underneath your Bronco thanks to the included mounts and long leads of wires that are not only on the light, but you do also get some extra leads here. And the function of the lighting is the best part, featuring 7 different colors and multiple ways to illuminate them. Now you do have a physical remote to keep on hand, but you also can scan the QR code on this main control unit here and download an app that will give you more room to work with, a little bit more opportunity when it comes to the lights. However, with this remote and the app here, you can flip through strobe, pulsating, and solid lights. You can also change the speed, the color, the brightness, really however you want to display the lights on your Bronco, you will have an opportunity to do that. Now, each of the lights, as far as the housing is concerned, is made of an aluminum material. They are covered in a matte black powder coat. That's going to protect the aluminum underneath from any corrosion. So these are going to be super tough when they're mounted underneath the Bronco. And the aluminum will help with the heat management of the LEDs, which will keep them running efficiently over time. Now, the lens, housing, and all of the wiring on the back are all going to be weather tight. So whatever they come into contact with underneath your Bronco, whether it's rocks kicking up from your tires, water, snow, mud, or whatever else, the LEDs inside are going to be protected. And these will even have waterproof tight connectors where they actually screw into place rather than just plugging them into place. That's going to keep all of the wiring nice and dry as well. Make sure that these are running for a long time. Now, on that topic, the LEDs are also very efficient with a long lifespan and a high output. And all of these are going to be mounted up with one of 2 options. You do get 2 rubber gaskets or mounting brackets in the kit. They have a little cutout for the wires, so you are able to mount them flush. And it just gives you a couple different options on how or where you want to mount these. Now, off of the main unit here, this also has some additional wiring. We'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Mostly everything here is plug and play. And again, you do have the option to use the remote control, the physical remote control, should I say. It has a little lead here so you don't drop it, but you can scan this QR code and bring up an app on any Apple or Android device. This set is about $150 and alongside others in the category will be one of the more affordable choices. When comparing this to other choices, this has 4 LEDs, a Bluetooth remote, as well as the option to use the remote on your phone, 2 options for mounting, and a whole lot of wire in order to customize the set to your needs. You will see other choices that include more, but in turn will usually cost more. So if you're looking to keep it simple and affordable when adding accent lighting to your Bronco, this will be a solid pick for you. Install is a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and it's probably going to take you about 2 hours or so to find a spot, get these mounted up, the wires routed, and the rest of the wiring wired up. However, at this point, I'm going to pass it over to one of our installers, and they're going to show you how to do all of that, which one of these mounts to pick, and how you can get this all wired up to your Bronco. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and jump into the install.
For this install, you will need an impact, 8mm socket, wire strippers and crimpers, angle cutters, needle nose pliers, and also not included with your kit, but how we did ours, a fuse tap, a ring terminal, and zip ties or whatever you're going to use to secure your lights. What's up guys, today we're going to be installing some underglow lights on our Bronco, so let's get started. Alright, so our first step is going to be to come under the hood because we need to connect our power module into an ignition power source. Now we can't go directly to the battery on this, so we're going to come to our engine bay fuse block, which is right here behind our battery on the driver's side. We're going to open that up. So to do that, you just want to push back on the tabs, pop this cover back, set that aside for now. And we're gonna be looking for fuse number 125. That's just the one we're gonna use. It is a safe, easy one. It is the USB-C charger port. And it's gonna be back in this corner. It's gonna be our 10 amp fuse. We're gonna grab some needle nose pliers, or you can use a fuse puller if you have it. We're gonna pop that fuse out. Now again, we're coming to this 10 amp fuse. Gonna pull that out. So now we're gonna install our power module using a fuse tab. Now this does not come with your kit, but these are readily available at any auto parts store, and they make things much easier for tapping into your factory harness. So we've got our power module harness. We're gonna connect our power wire into the butt connector on this fuse tab. Make sure that seats nicely. We're gonna grab our crimpers. Crimp that down, make sure that's nice and secure. Then for our ground wire, we're going to add in a ring terminal. We'll get this in place. And again, we'll crimp this down. We're going to set our fuse tab directly back into where we pulled that out. And we can connect our ground wire to a chassis ground. Now we're going to go to our chassis ground right here at the top of our firewall. So we've got our 8mm socket. We're going to pull that bolt out. Get that out. Add in this ring terminal. Tighten that right back down. Now once we're done with that, we can reinstall our fuse cover. Now if you want a little bit better fitment at home, you can notch this out. For demonstration purposes, we're not going to cut into ours. I'm just going to set that right back into place. And for the other end of our power module, we're going to drop that down underneath our engine bay so we can access our plugs and get our lights on. So there is a nice opening. And we'll show you, it's right next to the brake booster. If you look down behind your fender well, you can see the opening. We're going to send this right down that way. All right, so now we're going to prep our lights themselves. Now you have a couple options included with your kit. You can either put the round surface mounting base on or the flat mounting base on. We're going to go with the flat mounting surface just for now, but depending on where you want to mount your lights, you choose appropriately. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our wire untangled. And we're going to route our wire through our little recess in our mounting base. You want that to tuck into that channel nicely so this will fit flush. Then we're going to take our provided hardware, go through our light and our base. And on the back side of that, we'll install our mounting nut. And we'll do the same thing for this side. Now these are rubber bases, so they're not going to get super tight. This is just to hold them in place really. So once you get this to where you want it, you'll notice these bolts are a little bit long. If, depending on where you're mounting them, you need more of a flush surface, you can trim these bolts down and do whatever you'd like with them. Again, choice is up to you. Then we'll do the same thing for the rest of our lights. All right, so now we've come underneath our vehicle and we found our 4 connectors that we dropped through our engine bay. We're gonna grab one of the connectors on our lights and plug that in. This is a 4-pin connector with a dowel that lines this up. Line that up, make sure that seat's fully into place, and tighten down your waterproof retainer. And we're going to do 2 lights on each side, so once we've got this one in, we're going to do the same thing for our other plug. Then you can plug the other 2 lights in wherever you're going to put them. So now we're going to tuck our plug area in, and we do have this nice little harness bracket we can ride on top of there. Get that up on top. Then we're going to hang our first light. Now again, these don't have a set position where you need to hang them or anything like that, and you can do this really however you want. Now, if you want to hang this in a more flat position, you can trim these bolts down if you so choose and do something like that with adhesive or something of that nature. Now we're just going to use zip ties for demonstration purposes. We'll get this hung. We're just going to use our main harness as our hanging point. One thing to note, if you are using a zip tie, you want to make sure it's not in a position where it's blocking the light itself. And once you get that hung, you can take some angle cutters and trim off the excess of your zip tie. Then we'll hang the rest of our lights in similar fashion. Now once you've got your first couple lights in, you can repeat the same process for the rest of your lighting. One thing to note is you want to make sure you tuck any excess wiring you have up and out of the way and secure that so it doesn't hang down and get damaged, and also run your wiring away from any hot or moving parts. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our universal Raxiom Axial Series multicolor underbody rock light kit with Bluetooth remote for your Bronco. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Bronco, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.